without ZANU-PF. Some of the information we get to be privy of it after some time, but guess what? I think if it's worthy public consumption, we will always bring it. Apparently, I've been reporting on Harare province. It appears retired General Chiwenga have no rest until he decisively deal with the leadership of the Harare province. Apparently, the provincial chairperson of that province, including some other leaders, were ordered by the Chiwenga. There is a committee actually which is headed by Chiwenga, and that committee was investigating Goodwill's Masimirembwa alongside other committee members, as well as he's being investigated also for getting rid of the retired members of the retired General Chiwenga faction in that province. If you remember, I think it must be last year, there were about 9 of them who were shown the door, and by that time Chiwenga was very, very quiet. He allowed them to play their games, but it appears he is not giving them this time any longer. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. I have always said that it must be difficult at this moment where within ZANU-PF there are 2 bulls calling the shots. Just imagine having 2 almost equal leaders. The other one orders you to say no, you should support 2030, and then the other one is watching if you will actually tweak for the 2030, and it comes after you. So that is the scenario confronting especially ZANU-PF leaders at all structures. Look at what is happening now in the Harare province. Goodwill's Masimirembwa was used to bring Gudawashe Takwirei. Gudawashe Takwirei is strongly opposed by retired General Chiwenga and his faction, and for that he is paying a price because Chiwenga is coming after him, and he has been, according to the news coming through, he has been ordered to hand over the cars that was given by Gudawashe Takwirei, which saw the Harare province actually rallying behind Gudawashe Takwirei. They are supposed to hand over these cars to the Harare headquarters within 24 hours. So we await to see whether those vehicles would be handed over. In fact, retired General Chiwenga appears to be at work and behind the scenes. Remember, during the week also I did report that these parallel structures which continues to mushroom, and we know whose interest are these parallel structures actually quenching. They are quenching the interest of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. They were ordered to actually register. There is a fee now that they have to pay in order to be affiliated to. They have to have a constitution, show that constitution to ZANU-PF and be properly registered and incorporated as affiliate ZANU-PF. And who do you think is doing that? Because the narrative that Mnangagwa is giving an impression is that these parallel structures, he is not the one behind their formation. In fact, it's the people who love him who just form these parallel structures, such as Women for ET. Yesterday I was talking about another one which was launched by these Mapostories. There is also Pastors for ET. All these structures, by the way, they are pampered by these Zikanandas with cars in the name of ZANU-PF. That is why we saw a communication ordering all these parallel structures who are not registered with ZANU-PF to hand over these vehicles that have been received by them in the name of the party. And equally so, Harare province appears to be under fire. Remember, they have been allowing Gudawashe Takwirei to campaign in that province, but he's not an official of ZANU-PF to be doing some of the things he was doing, and I guess they are in hot soup for that. So we will await to see whether Goodwill's Masimirembwa will actually hand over the vehicles, but I don't think he has a choice. We had also news that he was begging retired General Chiwenga from firing him as the Harare provincial chairperson. When it comes to this fellow, he has been at the receiving end, especially from the faction of retired General Chiwenga. At one point, his offices were petrol bombed, and unfortunately, an innocent security guard manning his offices was actually killed later on. How bad it is. I have said that when two bulls are fighting, it is the grass that actually suffers the most. This is what we are witnessing in Zimbabwe. And this also tells you that temperatures are rising within ZANU-PF. There is loss of patience, especially amongst the factions. They are trying to continue to try and give impression that they are united, but thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the subscribe plus button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars.